wealth is lost, nothing is lost. When health is lost, something is lost. But when character is lost, all is lost. Billy Graham. Let that sink in. Because we live in a world where we chase things that don't last. Wealth, status, applause. But what happens when the one thing that truly defines who you are starts to fade? What if your soul is starving while your bank account is full? What if you're admired by the world, but you can't even look yourself in the mirror? Have you ever felt like you're slowly losing a part of yourself? Not your job, not your health, but your character? That quiet voice inside that used to stand for something, but now whispers, unsure, barely heard. Today I want to talk to you. Not your image, not your social media version, the real you. Because if you've ever traded your peace for approval, your values for convenience, or your integrity for success, you're not alone. But you need to hear this before it's too late. This might be the most important conversation we've had in a long time. So stay with me. You see, we've been taught a dangerous lie that if we lose our money, we've lost everything. That if our health declines, life is over. But that's not the truth. The truth is deeper and far more personal. Money can come and go. You can rebuild a business. You can recover from debt. You can even get back up after illness, with time, with care. But if you lose your character, if you abandon your values, if you silence your conscience long enough, what's left? Because character is more than just being a good person. It's who you are when no one's watching. It's how you treat people who can't give you anything in return. It's what you choose when you're afraid, and no one would blame you for doing the wrong thing. Most people protect their bank accounts with passwords, track their health with apps, but don't even realize their character is quietly bleeding out, slowly day after day. And by the time they notice, there's nothing left to stand on. You can survive without wealth. You can fight back from illness. But without character, you won't recognize the person staring back at you in the mirror. Because when you lose that, you don't just lose yourself. You lose the respect of your children. You lose the trust of your friends. You lose the peace that no paycheck can ever buy. And yet, there's still time, still hope, still a way back. But first, let me tell you a true story. Let me tell you the story of a man named John. John was, by all appearances, a success. He had built a thriving company from the ground up. Big house, luxury car, beautiful family. He was the guy everyone admired, until the cracks started to show. At first, it was small things, cutting corners on contracts, telling harmless lies to close deals, making promises he never intended to keep. It's just business, he'd say. But look at what I'm providing for my family. But slowly, he stopped recognizing himself. He became colder, disconnected, lonely in rooms full of admirers. Then came the breaking point. One of his employees, a young man he mentored, discovered financial manipulation in the company. He confronted John privately, gave him a chance to fix it. But John was too deep, too proud, too afraid. And so the truth came out. The company collapsed. The wealth vanished. And worse, so did the trust of everyone who once believed in him. His children stopped speaking to him. His marriage fell apart. His name, once respected, became a cautionary tale. But here's the part people don't talk about. Years later, after the noise faded, after After the shame and silence, John started volunteering at a shelter. No press, no recognition, just small acts of service, quiet acts of dignity. He sat with people others avoided. He listened without interrupting. He showed up, day after day, not to be seen, but because it was right. It didn't make them headlines. But little by little, he rebuilt something far more valuable than his fortune. He rebuilt his character. And in the eyes of his children, who slowly came back, they didn't care about the money. They saw a man who had finally become whole. Now, I want to ask you something. Who are you becoming when no one's watching? Not who the world thinks you are. Not what you post online. Not what your title says. But you. Are you proud of the choices you've been making lately? Do your actions match your values? Or have they started to drift? Maybe it's not something huge. Maybe it's just that little voice inside you. The one you've been ignoring. The one that says, you weren't honest with that person. You avoided that hard conversation. You chose comfort instead of courage. And that's okay, because we all fall. We all make mistakes. But here's the truth. Every day we're shaping who we're becoming. With every choice, every word, every silence, we're either building our character or slowly trading it away. And I get it. It's hard to stand for something when everyone else is sitting down. It's hard to choose integrity when shortcuts seem easier. But let me ask you this. When you lay your head down at night, do you feel peace? Or do you feel like you're drifting further from the person you once wanted to be? It's never too late to turn back. You don't need applause to be good. You don't need perfection to be real. You just need to decide, what kind of person do I want to be? When no one's watching, you've been told, do what you have to do. Everybody cuts corners. It's not personal, it's just life. But let me tell you something. That voice inside you, that unrest you feel, it's not weakness, it's not guilt. It's your soul telling you, you were made for more than this. You were not created to just succeed. You were created to live with truth, to stand with honor, to walk with integrity, even when no one claps for it. Some of us are hiding behind excuses, saying things like, I had no choice. Everyone does it. It's just this one time. But the truth? You do have a choice. And that one time always becomes two. Every time you betray your character, even in secret, you're telling yourself that who you are isn't worth protecting. And that's a lie. You are not your past mistake. You are not your worst moment. But you are responsible for who you choose to become from this point on. You don't have to be rich. You don't have to be famous. You just have to be real, honest, consistent, brave enough to say, this isn't who I want to be anymore. Because that's where strength begins. Not in power, but in truth. Right now, you have a choice. Not tomorrow. Not when things calm down. Not when you feel ready. Now, to decide, what kind of person do I want to be from this moment forward? Because you can rebuild what matters. You can restore your name. You can be the kind of father, mother, leader, friend you were meant to be. But it starts with a decision to live with honesty, to act with kindness, to tell the truth, even when it costs you. You don't need anyone's permission to start again. You don't need a perfect past to build a powerful future. You just need courage. The courage to say, I choose character, even when it's hard, even when it's quiet, even when no one sees. Because that decision, that's where your strength lives. That's where freedom begins. Let me bring you back to the words we began with. When wealth is lost, nothing is lost. When health is lost, something is lost. But when character is lost, all is lost. Billy Graham. Maybe now those words mean something deeper to you, because wealth comes and goes. Health can be regained. But character? It's the foundation of everything that lasts. When it's what your children will remember. It's what your partner will feel. It's what will give you peace when your head hits the pillow at night. So if you've drifted, come back. If you've fallen, get up. If you've compromised, start again. You're not too far gone. You're not too late. And you're not alone. I believe in the strength inside you. Not because I know your past, but because I know your worth isn't based on it. If this message spoke to something inside you, leave a comment below. Share what part hit you the hardest, or simply write, I choose character. So I know you're walking this path too. And if you found value here, please like this video, subscribe, and share it with someone you care about. Maybe, just maybe, they need this message too. Until next time, walk in truth, stand in courage, and never forget, your character is everything.